Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and we have the sunshine out there for the daytime today, so that certainly was nice. A lot better compared to what we were dealing with last night at this time when the winds were cranking, and we did have those heavy bands of rain that moved through the state. Certainly much better throughout the region, and we are going to see a drier stretch of weather as we head through this upcoming weekend as well. So things are looking much better across the state, so that is some good news. Now, let's get a look at the cameras. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. So let's get a look at what we saw today up towards the Raymond area. You can see at around 10 o'clock this morning, we had the sunshine out there. And then you notice as we head through the time lapse, you'll notice just bands of snow showers just pushing through. One there, another one there, another one there, and a beautiful sunset to end. We had a pretty nice day overall up towards the Raymond area. And again, just much better throughout the region as compared to what we did deal with last night at this time when we did see some very strong wind gusts as well. Now, the wind gusts, I'll show you that map in just a second. We're certainly up there in some areas. Now, let's get a look at a live shot up towards the Lewiston area right now. A temperature of 30 degrees. And again, we are looking at mainly clear skies throughout the region. So if you are planning to step outside, the good news is the sun and breeze throughout the daytime today did really just dry up all of the rain. So that's some good news as we have pretty much just dry roads throughout the state. We have no impact of any, black ice or anything like that. Things have pretty much dried up from this past storm. So that is some good news. And again, we are going to stay mainly dry as we head through the nighttime tonight. But that's going to continue into this upcoming weekend as well. And again, we are going to stay on the cool side as we head through the nighttime tonight. But also, we have been talking about this. Now, this was actually a little bit earlier today, about an hour or two ago. We did have the latest of around 7.85. However, the crest is around 10 feet. So we are only getting to the action stage for the Kennebec River up towards Augusta. So that is some good news as we are not dealing with any flooding, even minor flooding up towards the Augusta region. That is, of course, good news throughout most of the state as we did have nobody really besides the Swift River in Roxbury did top out at minor flood stage through the daytime today. We did crest at around 7.61 feet. A little bit earlier on today, and now we are way down to, around 3.5. So overall, much better. And again, we are going to see this continue as we head through the nighttime tonight, and things are going to continue to stay on the dry side. Let's talk about some of the wind gusts that we saw. We had wind gusts upwards of 40 to 50, even 56 miles per hour in Augusta last night. And then we did have a wind gust of around 67 miles per hour over towards the Bar Harbor region. We certainly were cranking with the winds for many areas. So the winds did verify in many places as well. And again, we are a little bit breezy through the daytime today, but things are much better as compared to what we had to deal with, of course, last night. Now, this is a pretty cool map that I've been showing to you guys. You can see how much cooler we are right now as compared to what we were dealing with 24 hours ago. 24 hours ago, we had temperatures running 50, 55, even 56 degrees in some spots. Very mild temperatures for this time of the year. However, now it is much cooler out there as compared to what we were seeing. Of course, that cold front passed through, and we are looking at temperatures upwards of 20 to 30 degrees cooler right now as compared to what we were dealing with yesterday at this time. The warm front had passed up to the north, and that certainly did bring in some very mild temperatures throughout the state. And as we get a look at the numbers right now, we have temperatures right now running in the 20s and low to mid 30s. We have 31 degrees Portland, 30 degrees in Lewiston, upper 20s over towards the Sanford area. Let's zoom in a little bit closer towards Portland, and you can see many areas inland running in the upper 20s, 28 degrees Naples, 29 degrees Standish, over towards Brunswick, temperature of 30 degrees, and Cape Elizabeth as well. York County, we have numbers running in the 20s for many areas inland, but again, you head down towards the immediate coastline, and we are running right around 30, 31 degrees, 30 degrees, for example, over towards Kittery, and then up towards the mid-coast, much of the same, 20s inland, 28 degrees in Lee, Leeds, 29 degrees over towards Belgrade, as well as the Waterville area, top some 29 degrees. Then the north is where we are looking at some pretty chilly temperatures right now. We have 18 up towards Rangeley, 19 degrees in Jackman. As you head a little bit further, further south, that's where we are seeing the temperatures running in the mid to upper 20s. A little bit of a breeze. We do have winds sustained between about 5 to 15 miles per hour, a little bit stronger over towards Portsmouth. That's where we have winds sustained at 18 miles per hour, 14 over towards Sanford, a little bit less as you head further inland around 3 miles per hour, which is practically calm up towards the Freiburg region right now. But a little bit of a breeze certainly can factor into the wind chill. Now, wind chill down towards Portland, the temperature's in the low to mid 30s, but we feel more like 21 degrees. So it is on the cool side when you factor in a little bit of a breeze. 21 is what it feels like in Lewiston, 18 degrees over towards Sanford. And of course, those are the numbers you certainly want to dress for as we head through the next several hours. Now, satellite and radar, we show just about the entire state. I would say of our area, 90 to 95% of the state is dry. But I've been watching those snow showers up towards right around Route 2. That's where we are looking at some scattered snow showers right now. Areas like Farmington, looking at some light snow. So traveling in the Farmington area along Route 2, you certainly could be looking at some light snow at the moment. But you can kind of see the idea over the last hour or two. A lot of these snow showers are kind of just dissipating. And it looks like that trend is going to continue as we head through the next hour or two. Then by the time we get to 10, 11 o'clock for the shows tonight, we are practically going to stay dry for much of the nighttime. Now, let's talk about the headlines because there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. We have a dry stretch of weather through the weekend, so that's the good news. We are going to see a good amount of sunshine. High pressure is in firm control through the weekend, and the high pressure is also going to bring chillier temperatures. Now, I do think it will be breezy for the day on Friday, but as we head into the weekend, temperatures are going to run more so in the 20s to near 30 degrees. So, yeah, that's on the cool side. A little bit of high cloudiness possible later on Sunday, but overall, it is going to stay dry. So, if you have plans for the weekend, we are looking good across the state. And then it looks like an active pattern is possible as we head into next week. And that will be really associated with some rain and potentially some snow as well. I want to say hello to Troy. Hello to you from Augusta. I hope you are having a great evening. But again, a very busy pattern as we head into next week and potentially beyond as well. Over the next 5 hours or so, temperatures are going to run in the 20s for the most part. A little bit of a breeze. You can see right here around 11 miles per hour at 9 o'clock. We are going to see temperatures, again, in the 20s for most, but then teens for many areas up towards the far north. And so we'll be on the cool side, 20 degrees Portland, 20 degrees over towards Wiscasset. As you head up towards the north, though, that's where numbers will run in the low to mid-teens. And so it certainly will be a little bit cooler up in those spots. But then for the daytime tomorrow, a little bit breezy, especially during the afternoon. That's more typical to see the breeze pick up a little bit through the afternoon. But I think we wake up to wall-to-wall sunshine throughout the state. And then we are going to see a few clouds pop up for the afternoon and evening. Not too big of a deal, but it is something to keep. No, it's not even something to keep an eye on, to be honest. So we are going to see partly cloudy skies at points through the afternoon, I do think. But overall, partly to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Should be a nice day. Just grab that coat on the way out the door for the daytime tomorrow. With high temperatures running in the 20s to the north, you head down towards the southern half of the state, anywhere really from Augusta, Lewiston, south. I do think we are going to run in the lower 30s, but there's not much of a difference between 28 and 30 degrees, of course. So it's still going to be on the chilly side, no matter where you are for the daytime tomorrow. Now, I was talking to you about this high pressure system. You can see it. It's going to move into the region as we head through the next 2-3 days. And those were really Friday, Saturday into Sunday. And you can see we are just going to see the brighter colors, which is associated with higher pressure, indicating dry weather for the most part. Typically, whenever you have high pressure in control, you are looking at dry weather. And that is going to be the case as we head through the next couple days. So if you have plans to get outside this weekend, we are looking good. It's just going to stay on the cool side, but not too far off from where we should be this time of the year, only about 4 or 5 degrees cooler. All right. in the next 6-7 days, we are going to see dry weather the next few. As we head through next week, you can see that the pattern is going to get a little bit more active. Now, I do want to mention that when we're talking 5, 6, 7 days out, the precipitation chances can go up even if they're forecasting a mostly dry day. It's just because the variability in the computer models can change, especially being 5 or 6 days out. So the next couple days, we're very confident we are not going to see any precipitation Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, we're talking such a very, very isolated shot for an isolated flurry up towards the north tomorrow in mountains. But if you are about anywhere in the state tomorrow, we are looking at dry weather. That's going to continue into Saturday and Sunday as well. I'm watching Monday for an isolated rain or snow shower even during the day. But as we head into Tuesday, that's when we have our best chance, at least so far, of some precipitation. And I do think it comes in the form of rain as we head into the day on Tuesday. And then we have to watch late next week. Could be looking at some rain and maybe even some snow Thursday into Friday. Here is a look at the planner. You can see we wake up tomorrow to lots of sunshine throughout the state, temperatures in the teens and 20s, maybe some single numbers up to the north. And this computer model, again, is showing a very isolated shot at a flurry up towards the north and mountains. But overall, we are going to stay dry as we head into the daytime tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies throughout much of the day. And as we head into Saturday, I think Saturday is one of those days where you really have to search for one of those clouds as we head into the afternoon. I think we are just going to see lots of sunshine through the day on Saturday, and then temperatures running in the 20s to near 30 degrees. And Sunday, much of the same, but we are going to see some high cloudiness build in as we head into the afternoon. Now, here's a look at the weekend forecast. And while I'm doing that, I want to say hello to some people. Chris Chapman, hello to you. We from Bangor. Yes, look at that. South Paris, Christy, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I hope you are having a great evening, as well as Don. Hello to you from Waterboro. I almost said Waterville. Waterboro as well. Oh, again, I hope you have a good weekend. Now let's talk about the weekend forecast. Lots of sunshine, chilly temperatures Saturday, 20s to near 30 degrees. And then Sunday, maybe a couple degrees milder, but we are going to see some high clouds build through the afternoon. And I do think that is an advance of an area of low pressure to our south. And again, maybe an isolated rain or snow shower on Monday. Now let's talk about tonight's forecast. 20 degrees for the nighttime tonight. Mainly clear skies expected. And then just a couple clouds out there for the daytime tomorrow. 31 degrees or so. And here is a look at that all-important 7-day forecast. Hello to you, Allie. Hope you're having a good evening from Sanford. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Mostly sunny skies for the day on Friday. And then Saturday, we are looking good. A lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s to near 30 degrees. And then Sunday, those high clouds move in during the afternoon. Not a big deal. We are going to stay dry on Sunday with high pressure still in control. And Monday, a very isolated rain or snow shower. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe that threat lowers or even goes up a little bit as we head over the weekend. We'll see what happens with that. Either way, not a big deal on Monday. It looks like rain is likely on Tuesday, but even 5 or 6 days away from that storm that we had last night, we were kind of getting the idea like that storm last night could be like a pretty good rain and wind event. Well, 5 days out from this system on Tuesday does not look like even anything compared to what we were dealing with last night. I think we could see maybe upwards of an inch of rain for the day on Tuesday, but I think many areas are less than that for Tuesday. Doesn't look like a big deal, so that is some good news. Your inland forecast, we are going to see a very similar forecast, of course, with that isolated rain or snow shower Monday, and then rain likely Tuesday. Temperatures running in the 40s for many areas inland. And then Wednesday, we are going to dry out. Don, I want to talk about this for a second. It looks like there's the chance for some snow later next week, with especially for areas inland. It's something we have to keep a close eye on, because I will be the first to admit the computer models are all over the place with that Thursday, Friday system next week. As to what we see for precipitation, but also the timing of it. We are more than a week away, or at least a week away from that system. So but the chances are going to increase over the next week or two for the potential of a little bit of snow, a little bit of a stormier and cooler pattern. So it is something to keep a close eye on. There certainly is a decent chance for a white Christmas. especially away from the coastline, I'd assume, because there's always a better chance for a white Christmas away from the coast. But there, certainly is that chance. That's all I really want to say at this point, because I don't want to get too many people excited for that snow, but we are going to, I think we certainly have that threat for a white Christmas this upcoming year. So that is some good news, at least in many people's eyes, including me, of course. But yeah, so temperatures again this week, a little bit cooler in the first half of the week, a little bit milder for the second half of the week, but overall, it is going to be a pretty dry stretch the next couple days. This upcoming weekend, we are looking good. So I hope you guys can get out there and enjoy. Again, you may want to grab those that coat, maybe a little gloves on the way out the door, as it will be on the cool side. And look at that overnight low Saturday night for areas inland. Yes, around 8 degrees. So it is going to be cold out there the next few days. High pressure and control, maybe some rain Tuesday, and then another system later on next week. So we will continue to keep an eye on that, of course. And I will be in for the nighttime tomorrow. Actually, Charlie's, I'm wrong. Charlie is live tomorrow evening, then I'll be on tomorrow night. So I hope you guys can tune in to that, and we will continue to update the forecast, of course. I hope you guys have a great evening, and tune in at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. I will continue to update the forecast, and I hope you guys have a great one.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next main adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a main adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.